Before fire became our tool, it was our nightmare. For millions of years, it was a power that only the sky could control. Lightning struck, trees burned, animals fled, and our ancestors with them. Fire was chaos. Fire was death. Fire was a god no one dared touch. Archaeologists found something incredible in Wonderwork Cave in South Africa. Charred plant remains, over 1 million years old, too old to have been caused by a natural forest fire. Too deep inside the cave to have ended up there by chance. This means, our ancestors had controlled fire. Not created it, not yet, but preserved it, protected it, used it, and then, at some point, perhaps by chance, perhaps out of curiosity, two stones struck each other. A spark, a flicker, a wisp of smoke, the moment when humankind became creators. Fire changed everything. Cooked meat wasn't just more tender, it was an energy boost. An evolutionary turbocharger. Archaeological findings show, with the advent of fire, the human brain began to grow. Not slowly, but rapidly. Fire was not just warmth. It was food, it was power, it was the future. With fire, the reign of night ended. Predators that once silently emerged from the darkness kept their distance. The glow of the flames was a shield, a light that pushed back the shadows. And more than that, our ancestors discovered that heat transformed wood. A spear tempered in fire became stronger, more deadly, more precise. Fire didn't just make us safer, it made us more dangerous. The fire lengthened the day. It gave time to talk, to listen, to remember. The first stories were born around the fire. The first rituals, the first sparks of culture. Here, in the circle of light, man became what he is today. A being that thinks, feels, remembers, and tells stories.
A clan sits huddled together. The fire crackles, sparks rise into the blackness. Then, a sound, a deep, guttural growl. Hyenas.
Their silhouettes emerge at the edge of the circle of light, yellow eyes, floating in the darkness. They are hungry, there are many of them, and they are not afraid of humans, yet.
A young hominid grasps a burning branch. He lifts it high, the light dances across his face. He screams. He swings the branch forward. The hyenas recoil, not because of the humans, but because of the fire.
The wolf didn't just back down, he turned and fled, not because of the scream, not because of the man, but because of the fire. For the first time, our ancestors understood that they held something in their hands stronger than teeth, stronger than claws, stronger than the night itself. But as soon as the danger had passed, they felt something else, the cold. The night in the savannah was merciless. Without fur, without a cave, without shelter, man was at the mercy of the cold. But not this time. They moved closer to the fire. The warmth enveloped them like a blanket, gradually silencing their shivering. For the first time in human history, the night was not only less dangerous, it was less cold. Fire was no longer just a tool. It was an ally, a shield against the darkness and a cloak against the frost. The clan knew. No one would be able to sleep outside. Not tonight, not in this cold, so they turned to the place they usually only sought shelter in dire need, the caves. The opening jutted out of the rock like a black maw. It had once been a place of fear, a hiding place for predators, a chasm filled with darkness. But this time they carried the fire with them, and the fire transformed the darkness. As they entered, the flames danced across the walls, making shadows flicker, making the cave seem alive. The cold stayed outside. Inside, warmth spread like a breath from the earth itself. For the first time, a cave became not a hiding place, but a home. Something happened inside the cave that no tool, no bone, no fossil can explain. As the flames glided across the walls, they saw shapes, lines, movements that had been invisible before. A child stretched out their hand and ran it along the cold, smooth wall. An adult did the same. They watched as the shadows of the flames formed animals that they hunted or feared outside. And then, perhaps out of play, perhaps out of memory, perhaps out of the need to capture something that must not be lost, they drew the first lines. Using ochre, charcoal, and earth, they began to leave their first marks on the walls. At first, they were just simple strokes, little more than random lines. But over time, these became bodies, movements, and eventually entire stories. The fire brought them light, and this light gave rise to images. From these images came memory. Here, in this cave, something greater than mere survival was created. Flickering flames cast dancing shadows, and in the warm light, the handprints on the walls seemed like voices from another time. A woman knelt on the ground, mixing red earth with water and fat, stirring patiently as if preparing something sacred. The smell of ochre and smoke hung in the air. With calm movements, he dipped his hand into the paint and pressed it against the wall. Every footprint told the story of their survival, of their togetherness, of their finding a home, even in the darkness. The fire made this world visible. Without the light of the flames, the walls would have remained nothing but cold stone. But now, in the firelight, they became a canvas on which the first stories of humankind were created. This was the story of how early humans mastered fire and created the first cave paintings, two discoveries that changed our path forever. And our journey doesn't end here. This series will continue all the way to our own age. In the next episode, we follow the first great hunt and see how the earliest clothing was made from animal hides. If you enjoy this series, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you won't miss the next chapter.